here. Oh my goodness, y'all. Did y'all like that? I loved it, y'all. And guess what, y'all? Welcome back to Good and Crazy News, y'all. It's your boy, Aki, and I'm back with another episode. Y'all, today is Prince's birthday, y'all. That just wore me out. Like, I'm worn out. Y'all, guess what? I'm not one of those aficionados that's like really huge Prince fans that know every single thing that he ever did in his career and everything like that. And guess what? I don't want to go over the bad things that happened in his life because that's not why I'm here. I wanted to celebrate Prince's music because you know what? Over the years, they always compare this man to Michael Jackson and Prince, Michael Jackson and Prince, Michael Jackson and Prince. Yeah. My mom's like, Yeah, they've been going on for years. Michael Jackson and Prince, Michael Jackson and Prince. Y'all, I'm going to tell y'all something. I must have been like 4 or 5 years old when I saw this album cover at my auntie's house. And I had never heard of Prince. I had never heard none of his music before. And when I picked up the album cover, I was just like, I'm gay. I'm just playing. Nah, that wasn't my first thought. My first thought was, what a pretty man. Like, he's pretty as hell. And I was like, what a pretty man. And then we put the album on, and the first song I ever heard was I Want to Be Your Lover. And I was like, what is a lover? Like, what is that? You know, it had me questioning immediately, like, I want to be your lover. Da-na-na, da-na-na. I want to be the only one that makes you come running. You know, Prince has always innuendos in his songs, right? Like, I didn't know what make you come running, man. You know what I'm saying? I just know it sounded good. You know what I'm saying? But Prince, uh-oh.
Girl, you playing now.
No, I'm not.
Lord, that's our new button, y'all. Oh, my goodness. But I love Prince. I know a lot of y'all love Prince. Today is his birthday. If Prince was alive today, he'd be 67 years old. It says that June 7th is Prince's birthday, which is today. While Prince is born, Prince Rogers Nelson passed away in 2016. Today, June 7th, 2025, would have been his 67th birthday. Y'all, I'm happy for Prince's life. I'm happy that he was here. I'm happy he contributed all he contributed. And I just want to celebrate him. That's just little boy, yes. Like I said, I'm not going to be here to criticize him or whatever. We know he died of a drug overdose. I'm going to leave it at that. Y'all want to jump in the comments and say whatever y'all want to say about Prince. That's amazing, whatever y'all want to say. But I love this man, and guess what? I miss him so much. I remember there was a video that came out when Prince was 7 years old when he was first discovered on TV. I think a crime had happened in his neighborhood. I think he's from Philadelphia. A crime had happened in his neighborhood, and the news reporters were down there, and they interviewed Little Prince. He was like 7 years old. He was like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I seen what happened and blah, 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 blah. That was the first time he was ever on camera. And I think that like lit a bug in him. You know, he was already a talented musician. You know, he did everything. He played all his, when you listen to Prince music, he played every single instrument. And the industry did him so bad to the point where he called himself, not even calling himself Prince no more. He changed his name into a symbol. Do you know that? He changed his name into a symbol. And he was like, the industry is doing him dirty. But guess what? He still went out and did his thing. Everybody loved Prince. Prince would be somewhere in London. Let's just use London, for instance. And he would just come out. This is before cell phones and before everything like that. And Prince would say, I'm doing a concert tonight. And people would be like, oh, my God. Just like, no matter where he went, like, Prince would just show up and do a concert, like, at random. Like, what? So, you know, people love that about him. You know, he had a lot of hip problems because, you know, his biggest mentor was James Brown. I don't know if you know that. One of his biggest mentors was James Brown. So he was always doing the splits and stuff like that. And they heard that, you know, he had hip problems because of that. And that's part of the reason why he got on those drugs was because of the injury that he had from doing all those splits and trying to emulate, you know, the late and great James Brown. But Prince, man, you know what? Oh, my God. You know, you never get a slam on Good and Crazy News. We love you tremendously, Prince, and you will never fall out of our memory at all, ever. Okay? And everybody, what y'all know? Prince don't get no what? He don't get no slam on Good and Crazy News ever because he's the ancestor now, and we love him so much, and we miss you, Prince. For real, we miss you. All right. From that, let's get into this nonsense that's going up down here, y'all. Let's see what's going on up down here tonight. Oh, Prince again. Let me take this down. Okay. Y'all, oh, Prince, why you keep showing up, Prince? Why you keep showing up? I don't know what he said. Good night to you, okay? Bye. What is this? Oh my God. Listen, y'all, these some crazy ass stories that's going on tonight. A Texas woman dies from brain-eating amoeba after using tap water for nasal rinse. Y'all know they be having those little things out there that you're supposed to use. And what's this called that you put to your nose? It's supposed to suck the water from one side of your nose to the other. Navage. That's what it's called, Navage. They be like, Navage. Go ahead and take it and put it to your nose and let it suck the water from one side of your nose to the other to clean out your nasal cavities or whatever. Child, somebody done died from doing that, Lord. It says, the story was sent to us by Tim Haynes. Thank you, the Bronx Kid Tim. We love you. You always send us good stories. And it says the federal health officials said a Texas woman died after being infected by a brain-eating amoeba. Well, she's related to RFK. Cause no RFK that day he got a worm in his brain too, and he walks around talking like this. Yes. Oh, nothing. Oh my God. No, I don't see nothing. Oh, I didn't see it, child. It says after being infected by a brain-eating amoeba that she contracted after using tap water to rinse her sinuses. While the exact source of the infection remains unknown, the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention believe it likely came from unboiled water used by the woman at an RV compound. So, baby, you know what they're trying to say. It's trailer park people down there not boiling their water. Why was they even supposed to boil the water? Were they on a boiled water thing or something? I don't know. But they never said that on that commercial. They never said that. They be like, Navage. It says, according to the CDC's Morbidity and Mortality Weekly report, the woman was healthy before contracting the infection. The brain-eating amoeba, though rare, is typically fatal once contracted. It's mostly commonly associated with recreational water activities or nasal irrigation practices. To protect yourself, the CDC recommends several precautionary measures when handling water that may contain the amoeba. So I want y'all to listen to this. So all y'all people with these Navajas out there, don't be using y'all tap water unless y'all got a filtration system in your house. Or at least use the filtration system in your refrigerator to get this water to do this. Don't be using tap water, y'all. It says, when rinsing the sinuses, only use distilled or properly boiled tap water to eliminate potential contaminants. So, in other words, what they're trying to say is don't even use bottled water. Use distilled water is bottled water, but it has to say distilled on the label. It doesn't say alkaline. It doesn't say pure tap. It says distilled on there. Okay, and it says, for those swimming in freshwater environments, the CDC advises holding your nose or wearing a nose clip when jumping or diving, keeping your head above water in hot springs, and avoiding digging in shallow water where the immediate amoeba is more likely to be present. Y'all, in other words, what they're trying to say is stay black. Don't turn into white folks out there going in these rivers and floating down these rivers with these tubes and stuff. That's how you get these amoebas. Okay? And for men out there, listen, when y'all out there floating down these rivers and whatnot, your penis hole is not closed, okay? This not even joke. This is for real. Your penis hole is not closed, and those amoebas and shit can crawl up in your penis and make your dick fall off. So if you don't want that to happen to you, that's why, you know what, my nephew, not my real nephew, my fake nephew, Josh, and I'll be like, hey, you want to go to the river and go down the tubing? He be like, hell no. I don't want that shit crawling up my ass in my dick hole. Y'all don't do that, okay? Bye, y'all. Listen to the CDC. If y'all even have that thing, Navage, do not use it with tap water. Only use distilled or boiled water to rush through your nose, okay? Because I want y'all to live up down here. Bye. Ooh. That was a lot of snot just then. Oh my goodness. Let's see what's up down here next. Who is this? Yeah, it says, oh my God, Amoeba gets dragged. Not the summer princess.
They trying to drag her
Why?
for her Tiny Desk performance.
Child, listen. If your vocal skills is not on point, please do not go down to the Tiny Desk and think you're gonna make it pop off. Listen, if you a studio artist like Cassie or The Dream and all the people like that who use those auto tunes and shit, don't go down to the Tiny Desk.
Oh, man, come on, cat.
If you ain't SWV or In Vogue or somebody like that, don't go down there and embarrass yourself. It says Anne-Marie gets dragged for sounding awful on Tiny Desk. Auto Slam! But you know what? It's about to be Anne-Marie season. You know, every summer they turn it into Anne-Marie season. All her songs be going viral every summer. Every single summer her songs go viral. Child, let's see what else is going on down here. Who is this? Who is this? Is this has to do with the Diddy story? It does? Child, I don't know who this is. Who is this? Lord, now you can't turn on Diddy when she's right next to him. Hold on, let me just move this child up over here. Now, Lord, let me see what's going on with this little Asian-looking girl. I don't know. Diddy, you know, Diddy be doing everything, so I'm not surprised that this girl is up down here. Let me see who she is, because I don't even know who this girl is. Do you know who she is? She's an artist? So she's nobody. I'm gonna give this one paragraph, and then if I'm not driven by the second paragraph, I'm just gonna slam her ass. Okay? It says right here, Diddy files for mistrial again, claims prosecutors presented false testimony. This comes from TMZ. It says the rapper and mogul legal team filed the letter Saturday morning, and the reasons for their request are related to testimony about the alleged incident where Brianna Bongalon. Oh, we had this name on here before. So this is what she looked like. I ain't never seen her before. This is her. Brianna Bongalon, a friend of Cassie's and fashion designer, says Diddy held her over the edge of a balcony. Okay, now I remember. It says 17 stories in the air. Lord, child. A balcony, mommy. Diddy held her over a balcony, 17 stories up in the air in New York, child. Lord, at Cassie's apartment. I thought Cassie's apartment was going to be on the ground floor.
Oh, man, come on, cat.
It says, however, text from Cassie to Christina Cohan, one of Diddy's employees, often called his chief of staff, indicated that she didn't see the incident because she texted, I just found out some crazy shit. Diddy's attorney also pointed to the photos prosecutors showed of Brianna's alleged injuries. Remember, Bungalon testified that Diddy dangled her over the edge of a balcony, then pulled her back on the balcony and flung her into some furniture. Lord. Diddy, I just had a visual in my mind of that happening. Diddy, you just be doing everybody so dirty up down there. Lord, but guess what? All these stories, it always shows Diddy doing something to a woman. You never hear about him doing none of this shit to a man. Because he ain't man enough to do nothing to no man. Child, they say he ate YK Osiris's groceries. Lord.
Girl, you playing now.
No, I'm not.
Oh my God. It said when prosecutors showed photos they said were taken of their alleged injuries, the photo metadata proved that they were taken on September 26, 2016. Now, y'all know, JoJo, sit down. Why you over here banging and all of that? Now, y'all know Google Photos be documenting everything, like where the picture was taken at, what time, the location, the longitude, the latitude, and all that stuff. So it can easily be. Child, it says, however, Diddy's team presented evidence that the mogul was on the East Coast and couldn't have done anything that he was accused of on September 26. Prosecutors later clarified that Cassie's text, the one that mentioned above, seems to indicate that occurred later on in that week, as around September 29th to September 30th. Child, it says the second time Diddy has filed for a mistrial. Diddy, Stop filing for mistrial, child. You is not fixing to get away with this. Period. Okay. My mom is like, do I think Diddy's guilty? Child, Stevie Wonder knows that Diddy is guilty. And so does, what's the lady who was blind and deaf? Helen Keller knows Diddy is guilty, okay? Lord, it says Diddy argued that the knowledge that the fingerprints were destroyed was meant to prejudice the jury, and judge denied their mistrial request. Child, you ain't getting no mistrial up down there. Guess what? The other day we reported that you hadn't started begging Trump yet, but you might start begging Trump for your ass to get let off these charges, child, because you and him were supposed to be friends back in the day. Girl, bye. Oh, Lord, y'all. This is a huge story I got to talk about right now, y'all. Could y'all imagine waking up next to this in the morning time? Poor Melania. Poor Melania, child. Okay, y'all, this is really important. I got to take my time and really tell y'all about this. Let me see if the information, oh, yeah, it's in here. Okay, so the big, beautiful bill that Elon Musk and Donald Trump is having this Atlanta Housewives catfight over is going down. Now, remember, we reported a long time ago when Kamala Harris was running for office that if Donald Trump came in office, his bill was going to tank the economy with trillions of dollars in debt. Oh, God. It says, breaking down Trump's big, beautiful bill and its impact and the deficit on national debt. This comes from PBS. Now, let me tell y'all something. PBS is also being targeted in this big, beautiful bill, child. They're trying to take everything away so that you will not be able to get any viable information from anywhere. Because PBS, CBS News, Meet the Press, not Meet the Press, that's raggedy, my bad, I'm sorry. Those places are credible news sources. You know what I mean? They are credible. PBS NewsHour, those are credible news sources. NPR, they want to get rid of all of that. They don't want the American people having no information about anything that's happening in this country, and it's really sad. So it says right here, this comes from PBS, it says, President Donald Trump's big bill makes its way through Congress and will cut taxes by $3.7 trillion, but also increase deficits by $2.4 trillion over the next decade. Now, when they talk about all of these tax cuts, they're not talking about tax cuts to me and you. They're talking about tax cuts to billionaires, not us. They ain't giving us shit. Okay? Now we got to pay income tax and tariffs, so we got all this double taxation shit going on, and now you want to increase and you want to take away all of the stuff that we have. Donald Trump and Elon Musk's fight is about Elon Musk don't want this bill to pass. He don't, because he said it's going to be too much losses for American people, which is true. And then Donald Trump fires back at him going, well, child, if you're not going to be on my side, I'm going to take all your billions of dollars in aid away from Tesla and all y'all companies. So guess what? Both things can be true at the same time. They all need to lose all their shit. We're taking money from American people to give to Elon Musk for what? Elon Musk, keep your mouth shut. Then Elon Musk on Twitter back at Donald Trump talking about something. The reason why, here's a bombshell. Your name is in the Epstein files. Okay, well, that fell on deaf ears because we already know that Trump is in the Epstein files, so that didn't do nothing. Child, it says, according to analysis released Wednesday by a nonpartisan Congressional Budget Office, the Congressional Black whatever also estimates an increase of 10.9 million people without health insurance under the bill, including 1.4 million who are in the country illegal. This is too much words for me. Listen, y'all, let me just skip to the next part. Do y'all want me to skip too, or just start back over? Because this is important shit. Okay, stop. It says the analysis comes at a crucial moment in the legislative process as Trump is pushing Congress to have the final product on his desk to sign by law by the 4th of July. But it has to be passed by the Senate first. And Elon Musk is threatening the Senate. He's saying, if y'all vote for this bill, I'm going to make sure that none of y'all get reelected on the next go round because I got all the money. It says the work on the CBO, which for decades has served as the official scorekeeper of legislation in Congress, will be weighed by lawmakers and others seeking to understand the budgetary impacts of the sprawling 1,000-page-plus package. Ahead of the CBO release, while the White House and Republican leaders criticized the budget office in preemptive campaign designed to sow doubt in its findings, child. Listen, they're trying to take everything away from y'all. They don't want, my mom is sitting right here right now. She needs home health care. Right now, they want to take away home health care from seniors. My nephew is sitting here right now with a disability. Do you know they want to take your disability away? And I had somebody come to my house yesterday and tell me that the reason why they're doing this, and this is a black person that told me this. Oh, you know what? They want to get Keisha and Rumpisha and all of them off of SNAP and this and that. I'm like, it doesn't make sense because if it's supposed to be open so wide, then why did my nephew get denied his disability? If you saying that Keisha and Rumpisha and all of them is getting benefits and you want to cut them out, then why did my nephew get denied? Why my mom can't get her benefits? It doesn't make sense. So if you want to reform the system, it seems like you would be want to reform it into people who should actually be getting the benefits being able to get them, not people who don't qualify. And when they sit up here talking about Keisha and Rumpisha and all of them getting Section 8 and this and that, what they failing to realize is that more white people are out here getting assistance than black folks. Okay? So don't sit up here and try to sleep on what's actually going on with this budget, y'all. And I'm with Elon Musk. Shit, fuck this bill. It's crazy. Let me tell y'all something about Republicans. Anytime they name something that's supposed to sound good, please trust and believe it's the opposite. Okay? Don't ever believe what they say. It's just like nightclubs. Like I worked in nightclubs for years, right? You know that. DJing and doing all this kind of stuff like that. Nightclubs be having the most beautiful names, y'all. The Palace, the Industry, you know, and all these great names, child. I worked in nightclubs for over 10 years, y'all. It could be called the Palace. And when they cut the motherfucking lights on, ain't shit in there, the Palace. Okay? Nothing. It's a trick. You go to the bathroom, all the toilets is filled up to the top with shit. You're like, who raised y'all? Like, come on. Listen, don't listen to these people with this bill. Anytime Republicans say something, trust and believe it's the opposite, okay? Bye again. Lord, am I tripping today? Wait, is this a video to this? All right, y'all, there's a video to this. Y'all watch this.
The Congressional Budget Office crunched all the numbers in this bill, the tax cuts, the spending cuts, everything in here, and found overall this would add $2.4 trillion in red ink, that much more debt to the government bottom line over the next 10 years. There is an asterisk here, though. The Congressional Budget Office has not yet calculated how much growth could be generated by this bill. Republicans say all the tax cuts in the bill would lead to a huge economic kind of rejuvenation in the country and bring in more revenue. How much? We don't know. The Congressional Budget Office says they will calculate that, but they have not yet. So without economic growth, however, this is a red ink bill. $2.4 trillion in debt it would add. Now, is that worth it? Republicans have to work that out. The bill now in the Senate. There is something else we learned today. The Congressional Budget Office also estimated the effects of this bill on healthcare and found that in 10 years, if this bill is passed, nearly 11 million more Americans will have no insurance. The number is exactly 10.9 million. The largest portion of that group that would fall off of insurance, that would have no health care insurance, the largest portion is because of Medicaid work requirements in the bill. But there are other aspects in the bill that do this as well, including provisions dealing with the Affordable Care Act, also including provisions dealing with not allowing states to pay for health care for undocumented immigrants. But work requirements, CBO found, would mean nearly 8 million Americans would lose their insurance.
And yeah, I know this comes from a trusted source from PBS. And, you know, they're over there fighting for their lives. And that's real, true journalism. You know, and remember what happened over there the other day with Israel when they stopped the journalists from being able to come over there when Christian Amanpour said she wanted to come over there. And that foreign minister said that they're going to take over the aid. And then they started using the aid to bait and trap those people over there. Donald Trump wants to get rid of all of the real journalists. Like, you know, all those talking heads over there at CNN on Abby Phillips show and all of that kind of stuff like that. We know they had those people pundits sitting around talking. That's not real journalism. That's like they have me and you and my mom coming up down there to CNN and we just gonna all sit there and yeah, and blah, 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 blah. We don't know what the hell we talking about. He wants to shut up real journalists. That's not good. Y'all, Lord have mercy, y'all. I hope y'all enjoying the show so far, but guess what? We'll be right back.
This show is brought to you by Chris Castaneda with Mortgage Right. Tired of throwing money away on rent? Escape the cycle and start building real wealth. Chris can help you land the perfect home loan for your unique situation. Whether you're a first-time buyer or looking to upgrade, we'll guide you every step of the way, from pre-approval to closing. Contact Chris today to get started.
And we're back. Y'all, guess what? My mama always be sitting over here because guess what? You know what? In the studio, we cannot hear what's going on the videos. And my mom's always going when the videos playing, what they saying. And I be like, I don't know either, girl. I'm going to find out when you find out when we watch it back later down there to the TV. Okay? Y'all, guess what it's time for, y'all? Oh, wait. It's time for y'all to like, share, and subscribe to our show. Don't forget, okay? Please do that. Y'all, the technology of the show is getting better and better. We just added some new stuff. We're going to have some new stuff coming on in the next couple of weeks too, y'all. Guess what it's time for, y'all? It's time for Men's Gossip. And guess what? Y'all gonna see right now why I call this motherfucker this segment Men's Gossip. I keep trying to tell y'all that men sit around and gossip way more than women up down here. Child, let me show y'all something. Why is this picture so up to the top? So, okay, and the video. So, listen, y'all. Why is Gilbert Arenas attacking this man down here so hard? Oh, and child, not only did he say what he said, but he doubled down and tripled down and then asked ChatGPT to...
Oh, but come on, cat.
I can't. Y'all, I always say this part of the show is called Men's Gossip. When people be questioning me, why you call it Men's Gossip, Aki? Why you call it Men's Gossip? And I always tell y'all, if y'all want to know who gossiped the most between men and women, it's men. Y'all watch and see what Gilbert Arenas had to say about this man, Karl-Anthony Towns. They call him K-A-T. They call him Cat. Oh, am I ready for this, y'all? Let me just read a little bit first, and then I'm going to play the video. I don't need to. This is exactly what's on the video, so I don't really need to read this. Y'all, watch this. This is crazy as hell. Watch it.
Can you just put Cat up there so we can just be educated
After all
on Cat himself? It's him. It's his physical makeup. Long legs, short torso.
Men's Gossip. Start over.
Can you just put Cat up there so we can just be educated
after all
on Cat himself? It's him. It's his physical makeup. Long legs, short torso, big ass feet. There's nothing he can do. He's built like a whole fucking bitch. He's built like a female. Like fuck that. Am I saying something wrong? Look, he's built like a girl. He has girl hips. He's like a full WNBA player.
Nothing wrong. As a reminder, the views expressed on this show are not those of...
Y'all know he done got called out. They done called his ass out, and now he's sitting up down here looking like this.
Or any of our other employers or average.
Hey, guess what, y'all? Gilbert Arenas, you a gossip queen. You are a freaking gossip queen. You can't push no buttons right now because it's going to delete the video. You a gossip queen. And you sitting down here saying what you had to say about Cat. And you still gonna keep going with it. Y'all, I can't believe this, y'all. Y'all finished listening to this.
Advertisers are solely those of Gilbert Arenas. Gil, can you clarify what you meant about Karl-Anthony Towns?
What you gotta say about that?
After all that.
Come on. I mean, it seems pretty clear.
Clarify. It is clarified.
We was talking about, him not being able to play defense. They was frustrated with him, and I'm saying, well, if you think about his makeup as a basketball player, is actually the opposite of how a basketball male should be, right? Where, you know, you got him, small torso, long legs, right?
But the big feet part, what girl got a
big feet, right? That's just adds to it, right? He got Mary J. Blige, hips to the knees, right? So they cave in.
Child, he just said that Cat is shaped like Mary J. Blige with the hip with the thighs to it. I mean, y'all finished watching this mess.
And that becomes from injuries, right? So what I'm saying is, it's correct. You probably didn't like the way I said it.
Hold on. Mary J. Blige.
Did he say Mary J?
Mary J. got the
hip
to the knee.
Means gossip.
This ratio to here. Yeah.
Mercy.
I mean, the girls are having a good cackle with this child. Look at these girls, honey. They are cackling up a storm, y'all. They can't, y'all, I can't believe this. Finish this.
So I'm just saying, so like when I was saying WNBA, like if you do the history of women basketball, they have ACL tears because their hip to knee ratio, right? It's wide and boom. So that's why they have ACL tears, right? And you know, when you look at the makeup, if anybody has, and you look up a model, when you're looking for the ideal model, woman model, it would be exactly what I said. Small torso, long legs. Unfortunately, I spotted it, and that's why I said, well, physically, maybe he just can't keep up because of the structure of his body. You know, he's a good player, but just, you know, relax on the defense. He just can't move the way he would like to move.
So you were saying that in support of Cat?
I was supporting him.
Based on his structural integrity?
Yes.
Okay.
You see how that works? Like, yo, they relax. You know, it ain't him. It's not like he's not giving no effort. It's just, you know, structurally he's not built the way. You know, you got 45 feet, man. You ain't moving left or right like that, or front to back, you know. And then we're the, you know.
Front back, side to side.
Y'all, when I talk, you talk, we talk. That's girl talk, honey, on the People Station, baby. V to the 103.
I didn't want to be all fucked.
Not ChatGPT, y'all. He about to pull out ChatGPT to prove his point. Y'all, this is gossip personified. These dudes is up there gossiping like a motherfucker about Cat. Lord, y'all watch this.
Like, am I off here? And then I typed in, you know, is Karl-Anthony appropriate? Is he appropriate to a man or a woman? It said, he's 7 foot tall with very long legs and a narrow frame compared to other bigs like Embiid or Shaq. Yeah. He does have a high waistline, which makes his torso appear small on the court. That mixed with his upright vertical posture gives him a Can somebody come take this mic off, man?
Please.
So, listen, that's probably what gives off the oddly proportion of model walk energy.
No! Now you didn't take the phone and show it to him. Gilbert, you're a messy ass queen. You're a messy queen. Lord.
Yo, I don't know why you're bringing it up.
Am I just making it up?
This according to ChatGPT.
I'm trying to tell you.
Oh my God. Y'all, listen.
Girl, you playing now.
No, I'm not.
Oh my God. Y'all, wait. Y'all cannot tell me that men don't gossip more than women. And the way how they spill tea, that tea was spilled. That motherfucker did not just talk about his style, compare him to Mary J. Blige, told him he was built like a WNBA player, and then went to ChatGPT to verify his story and then showed everybody. Girl, that is a lot. I don't think, I'm gay. I don't even think that I would go that far. No, I'm serious. Child.
I'm gonna walk away because I need to calm down because bitches in here is motherfucking trying me and I'm ready to pop the fuck off. Because you're gonna say and call me arrogant and like you.
Lord. Bye, Gilbert Arenas. You a messy queen. You are a messy queen. Guess what? Gilbert Arenas has built a reputation for himself over Stephen A. Smith. He's like, girl, I'm the new girl in charge, y'all. I'm going to come out here and say what I want to say about these girls, and they ain't going to care. Bye, Gilbert Arenas. You are a messy-ass queen. And I know, guess what? When I say he's a messy queen, y'all know he's not a queen. I know that. Okay? But he's acting like one. Lord. Y'all, Lord Jesus, have mercy. I couldn't believe that. Could you believe that? Like, men are sitting around dogging each other out like that. That's crazy. You know? I'm like, really? You went to ChatGPT? That means he planned that shit because, remember, it happened the day before or a couple of days before. And they knew he knew they was gonna re-bring it up because the host was like, look, you're gonna have to answer to this. And instead of going, you know what, I apologize for what I said, this nigga did research and went down a rabbit hole and tried to back up his claims with ChatGPT. Oh my God. Y'all, Gilbert Arenas, boy. Child, you need to win a gag award down there to the gay awards, like the GLAAD awards. They need to give you an award down there for most gossiping queen. Bye. Child. It says trans actress Angelica Ross claims went on a date with Michael B. Jordan. This comes from Media Takeout, y'all. And y'all know how I feel about Media Takeout.
But I ain't one to gossip, so you ain't heard that from me.
Listen, Angelica Ross, now you know they killed your character off of Pose, okay? And you said you went on a date with Michael B. Jordan's girl. That is a dream for you, and we know that. I don't believe this story to save your life or mine. Guess what? If you did go on a... Listen, first of all, y'all both in entertainment industry, okay? And I'm quite sure when you approach Michael B. Jordan, one of his homies was like, you know that's a nigga, right? So wait a minute. She claims she went on a date with Michael B. Jordan. Girl, you almost went on a date with Michael B. Jordan. So you didn't actually go on one, and we know that. So stop the cap. But you know what? I'm not going to blame Angelica Ross. I'm blaming them social media because this is one of them stories that, you know what, like that T.I. story I told? It's Media Takeout. We know this is not real. They're just trying to tarnish that man's name up down there because he's doing really good. Y'all leave Michael B. Jordan alone. Y'all know he's not dating no transsexual people. Bye. Y'all. Wait, why is that in the middle of men's gossip, child? Because guess what? It's time for us to talk about COCO GAUFF up down here, y'all. COCO GAUFF done won the French Open, y'all. Yes, honey. COCO GAUFF, you know, she was down there. And she was like, listen, I'm not finna let this slip away from me, y'all. I'm about to rock y'all hoes up down here. She said she gonna rock the girls, and guess what she did? She rocked the girls. COCO GAUFF, girl, I done told you, get away from these plain Jane outfits you have on, because guess what? People are not watching. They're not watching. People are happy for you, like when they hear the news, like I heard the news. Like, I'm happy that you won. But guess what? I didn't watch not one match. You know why? Because I keep telling you, you ain't doing nothing black up down there. Put some bamboo earrings on, girl. You ain't even having no earrings right here. Put something on. Get you some long braids or something. Put cocoa across your nails or do something. Because, you know, black people, we like to be entertained. Like, you can have all the talent in the world, but if you ain't entertaining, baby, we're not going to watch you. You know what I'm saying? Everybody watch Simone Biles because not only is she talented, but she's also entertaining because she be on the sideline smiling and dancing and doing little dance moves and stuff. So that's why everybody watch. But baby, girl, we love you, but you're not going to make it to the stratospheric level with like a shoe deal or nothing like that because you know what? Black people, we are the tastemakers of the country, of the world actually. And we guess what? You stopping your endorsements by not doing nothing black. See, because if you did something black, then Nike will come up, hey, you want to do a COCO GAUFF shoes? And then everybody be like, shit, we wear COCO GAUFF shoes, but guess what? If you ain't out there doing this, or something to make the girls want to even look at you, girl. That's why your endorsement deals is not really popping like they should be. You probably getting endorsement deals for, lame companies like New Balance and shit like that. Lord.
Oh, man, come on, cat.
John, we need you to have some real black companies up there so you can really make a name for yourself out here in these streets, okay? But COCO GAUFF, she beat Sabalenka 6-7, 6-2, 6-4. Now, her and Sabalenka been going at it for a minute. And you know what? I'm glad that COCO pulled it off because guess what? Sabalenka, she's a great opponent. She really is. Now, we just going on speculation because we ain't watched none of these matches, but we done read enough stories to know what the tea is. It says Gauff became the 7th American woman to win the Roland Garros in the Open era. She won her second major following the 2023 U.S. Open, where she also overcame a 1-set deficit to beat Sabalenka. Gauff is also second straight American to win a major after Madison Keys also defeated Sabalenka in the decisive third set. Sabalenka double faulted to give Gauff a break for 2-1. Gauff led 3-1 and had a break points 4-1, but Sabalenka held her for broke and 3-all. Child, they was battling up down there. You didn't put it on here? Huh? You did? Okay, y'all. Well, guess what? Do I need to minimize her picture a little bit so we can see it? Huh? Oh, you did? Okay, look at you being all ahead of the game and shit. Y'all, watch this.
To Arena Sabalenka. Oh, Coco's taking charge. Oh, it's out of this world. It's out. That's out.
Okay.
COCO GAUFF is the
Okay.
champion.
Yes. Come on, Coco. Don't play with her. Coco is still young, and she's out there just beating the girls. My mama's sitting over here looking like, why you keep playing all this shit that I can't hear? I don't know what you reacted to. I see you just over here doing all these motions, but I can't hear none of this. COCO GAUFF, girl, you know you don't never get no slam over here. Good and crazy news, girl. Congratulations and goodbye, no slam. Child, let me tell you something real quick. Child, you know Lil Wayne just dropped the album, right? Yeah. Everybody's saying it's trash. Everybody's saying it's trash. I hear diehard fans from Lil Wayne are out there saying that the album is trash. I don't know what he told y'all that. That Lil Wayne is not talented. I keep trying to tell y'all. Y'all finally waking up and realize that this man.
Come on, cat.
It took his 25th album for y'all to realize that. You know what it is, y'all, all y'all kids that followed him throughout y'all infancy and childhood and teenage years and shit. You finally hearing his music and realizing that it ain't shit. We've been telling y'all for a long time. Y'all the same people who love Drake. Okay, we keep telling y'all Drake is garbage. Drake is only good. And listen, y'all, I'm about to tell y'all something about Drake that y'all don't understand about Drake. Drake got lucky and got a job as a rapper. It's a job. He's not talented. Would y'all go to Drake and ask him for advice on anything? No. Would you ask him how to treat a woman? No. Would you ask him how to manage money? No. Would you ask him anything about how to be a human? No. Okay? Would you ask him daddy advice? No. Would you ask him marriage advice? No. Drake, he got lucky and got a job as a rapper. What people don't understand is that He came from Degrassi, Middle High, or whatever the fuck show he was on. That's those Disney kids, right? He could have been replaced with anybody who was in that position at that time. It could have been me or you. As long as you realize, you know what, this is a good job. And they're like, you know what, we're going to turn you into a big star like they did Miley Cyrus. We're going to turn you into a big star. That's what they did with Drake. And he was like, you know what, I'm going to do my job that y'all hired me for. I ain't going to fuck my job up. And he did his job. He's not talented. Period. Y'all, oh goodness, y'all. I don't know if y'all know this group Atlantic Starr. What does the Atlantic Starr sing? They had a couple of great songs. I don't know their music. Y'all jump down in the comment section and let me know Atlantic Starr's music, because singer Wayne Lewis died from the group Atlantic Starr. He was 68 years old. He's an R&B legend and co-founder of the group Atlantic Starr. This comes from TMZ, y'all. It says, Wayne Lewis, an R&B singer best known for starting up the group Atlantic Starr, has died, according to a Facebook post put up by his band. The band shared an announcement Friday letting fans know Wayne passed away Thursday. They asked the fans to respect his family's privacy at this time. A cause of death was not provided. We've reached out to the band for more information. Now, my investigative stuff started going up when I started reading this story. Why is the band putting out information that you died and not your family? Okay, my mama said maybe you don't have a family. That's egg on my face. I don't know. Let me stop being shady. Okay. It says Wayne founded Atlantic Starr alongside 7 others, including his brother David and Jonathan, way back in the mid-1970s, and they moved from New York to L.A. for a chance at stardom. Through the 1980s, Atlantic Starr released a series of popular R&B tracks, including Always, Always and Forever. Okay, now I'm getting it now. Okay, let's get closer. Secret lovers, yes, that's what we are. Okay, now, okay, is the memories coming back? Because y'all know I was born in 19... So I know these songs. Am I Dreaming? And many more recognizable hits. The group's 1987 album, All in the Name of Love, went platinum in the United States, though subsequent efforts did not prove commercially successful. But guess what? They were successful in black communities. I knew Atlantic Starr. Guess what? You know you don't ever get no slam on Good and Crazy News by singer Wayne Lewis. Thank you for your contributions to the music. Y'all, today me and my mama was in the car, and my mama was like, I was like, Mommy, what kind of music would you want to hear? And my mom was like, I want to hear blues music. And when she said that, I was like, whoa. I was like, you want to hear some Otis Redding? She was like, yeah. Guess what, y'all? I put that blues music on. I did not know that I knew all of that music. It was so good. It was good. It was great, actually. And then we were playing Otis Redding, all Otis Redding songs. Guess what? Y'all young people, Otis Redding music, y'all done sampled the hell out of his music. His music is, I'm trying to tell you, if you are a black person, you listening to this show, and you young, and you under 50, and you want to know what I'm talking about when it comes to blues music with Otis Redding, y'all just put in Otis Redding. And I promise you, even if you never heard the song specifically, you've heard this music at the mall, in the elevator, at, all over the place, TV commercials. You've heard all of these songs. Christmas time, you know what I'm saying? You've heard these songs. Otis Redding was the shit. I didn't even know that. Huh? Uh-huh. Child, Otis Redding was the bomb. I did not know that. And then when I generalized it on Spotify, I was like, just play blues music. Child, they was playing Etta James and all that. My mama was over there going, oh, yes. Singing all the words and shit. She was like, you know what he's doing, right? I'm like, what? She's like, he's climbing through her window, child. I'm like, oh, Lord. Y'all, don't be sleeping on the oldies, y'all, okay? Y'all, we are over time, so let me hurry up, y'all. We're over time. Oh, y'all, Alberto Garcia is back in America, and guess what? Y'all know what they're doing to him? They are charging him with more charges since they done brought his ass back to America. I'm going to talk about this on another day, y'all, because guess what? We are out of time, okay? And y'all, guess what it's time for, y'all? It's time for Boom the Kim K Slammm. Y'all, don't forget, y'all, today is Prince's birthday. We did a great celebration to him at the top of the show. Guess what? If y'all didn't see the top of the show, I think you probably have like 35 or 40 minutes to see the beginning because it's about to be chopped off because we're going to get copyrighted like an MF down here. So if you didn't see the beginning of the show, baby, you're going to miss out because we did a whole tribute to Prince, and it was lovely. It was, wasn't it? Texas, y'all, people with using those Navage things, please use distilled water that you buy from the grocery store or boil your water. Do not use tap water, else you're going to have an amoeba in your brain. You're going to be walking around like RFK. Anne-Marie, y'all stop dragging the prince, the summer princess. Y'all know it's Anne-Marie season right now. It's June, and everybody gonna be playing Anne-Marie music. Y'all stop dragging her because she went down there to the Tiny Desk and didn't do a fantabulous job. I'm gonna go listen to it in a few minutes and see what y'all see if y'all capping or not. Diddy, Trump, your big beautiful bill is a big ugly bill, and we all know that. Bye, Gilbert Arenas. You the biggest gossiping queen. I'm going to give him an award for being the biggest gossip queen on TV, even bigger than Shaq, bigger than Stephen A. Smith, and bigger than Charles Barkley. Because, girl, you are turning it up down there, girl. You are turning it. You are giving the girls a new lane, honey. Because not only do you read the girls, but you do your research too, bitch. Yes. Girl. Angelica Ross, you know, that was a dream. It's like that last scene when you got killed in Pose and they pushed your casket down in there to the dance floor to dance. That's when you dated Michael B. Jordan when your ass was dead. Bye. COCO GAUFF, congratulations. And Lil Wayne, your album is whack, child. And Wayne Lewis, you'll never get no slam on Good and Crazy News. Co-executive producer, how can people get in contact with you? And y'all know what? I love y'all so much. Till next time, y'all know what I'll be doing, y'all. I'll be sitting here waiting at the door. Bye.
Sitting here waiting at the door, yeah. 1942. Sitting here waiting on you, yeah. Just waiting on you.